My name is Zoe, and in this video, we are going to be looking at how to dance to a Maqsoum rhythm. So this video is part of a little series I'm making that I am really excited about, which is about how to dance to different rhythms, because I think this is something that is not taught nearly as much as it should be and is so important for dancers to learn. So if you haven't seen the other videos in this series, you should definitely check them out as well, especially the video I made on how to dance to a Bellydance rhythm. I'll be referencing that just a little bit in terms of this one, because the Maqsoum rhythm is very similar to the Bellydance rhythm. So let's get started. We're going to analyze the rhythm a little bit, and then I will tell you different moves you can do and how to translate this rhythm into your dance. So the reason I suggested looking at the Bellydance video is because the Maqsoum rhythm is really similar to the Bellydance rhythm. So the Bellydance rhythm, if you remember, sounds like doom, doom, tek, doom, tek. And the Maqsoum rhythm sounds like doom, tek, doom, tek. So if you listen to them closely, or if you have them in front of you, you can see them, you'll notice that the dooms and the teks, like without saying which one is a doom or which one is a tek, but every time there's a drum hit, they're actually in exactly the same places for the Maqsoum and the Bellydance, and actually for the Saidi rhythm as well, but that's a whole nother topic. So as you might remember, we counted out the rhythm for the Bellydance in a 4-beat measure, because both Bellydance and Maqsoum are in 4/4, which would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Doom, doom, tek, doom, tek. So we have doom, doom on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So the drum hits, they could be dooms or teks, are on 1 and 3, 4. Doom, doom, tek, doom, tek. Whereas in Maqsoum, they're in the same places, doom, tek, doom, tek. The only difference, you can go back maybe and see if you can spot it, but the only difference is that instead of that second doom, so in the Bellydance, we talked about how those two dooms, doom, doom, at the beginning are kind of what define that rhythm and give it that Bellydance feel, and also define how we move to it. In the Maqsoum, that second doom is a tek. That's the only difference. So instead of doom, doom, tek, doom, tek, we have doom, tek, doom, tek. But even that one little change completely changes the feeling of the rhythm, and it's going to change how we dance to it. So just listening to that, doom, tek, doom, tek, doom, tek, doom, tek, and I'm sure if you listen to Middle Eastern music, this is probably the most common rhythm in the music. So you've definitely heard this rhythm. It appears everywhere. When you listen to this, doom, tek, doom, tek, because we don't have that second doom, what in the Bellydance was the third doom, the one that's on the 3, doom, doom, tek, in the Bellydance, doom, tek, doom, tek. In the Maqsoum, that doom takes on more importance. Yeah, so remember, we talked about it's always important to know where your dooms are. So in this case, doom, tek, doom, tek. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The dooms are on 1 and 3. That's all. So that is actually a very even rhythm when you're just thinking about the dooms, right? It's doom, 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 right? And then, of course, we have the teks. We don't need to think about that too much right now. So because this rhythm is so even, it's very versatile. There's tons of different things we can do to it, because it just works really well with a lot of our dance steps that tend to be in 2s or 4s or whatever, and we often have the accent on the first part of that. So there's so much you can do with Maqsoum, but yeah, that evenness is kind of a big quality to it. And the other thing, before we get into the steps, that I want to say is that the Maqsoum rhythm tends to be a little faster than the Bellady rhythm. The Bellady rhythm tends to have kind of a medium slow speed. Doom, doom, tech, doom, tech, doom, doom, right? So that we can really focus on those two heavy dooms at the beginning. If it's too fast, then you lose the time for those dooms. But with the Maqsoum, because we don't have those two dooms, we can go a bit faster. Doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, doom, tech, tech, doom, or even faster. Doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, doom, tech. If you go really fast, it starts getting more into Falahi. But for now, we're going to talk about two speeds of the Maqsoum rhythm. So we're going to have a medium speed and kind of a medium fast speed. So I would dance to these a bit differently. So I'm going to show you movements for both of the speeds. So let's start with the movements. I'm sure you're really eager to see those. The first and most basic one that I think everybody thinks about when they hear a Maqsoum rhythm is going to be our hip drop with a little kick. The classic belly dance movement, classic belly dance rhythm. Usually, if you're like dancing a méjancé and you get to the part where the Maqsoum rhythm starts and you know there's no other instruments, it's just the percussion, that's a lot of times where you'll see this. You know, you're dancing all over, you do something, turn, and then doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, right? Doom, tech, we can go the other side, doom, tech, tech, doom, tech. Of course, you can start adding all sorts of little things to this. I'm not going to get into that, but you are definitely free to play with it. But as a base, we have our drop kick movement. And of course, I have videos on the technique for all of these if you want to check them out. So, doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, doom, tech, tech, doom, tech. Notice that the hip drop is always on the dooms. Again, doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, doom, tech, S, tech, doom, tech, doom, tech, S. So the first kick is on nothing. There's no percussion there. And then tech, doom, S, tech. And then the second kick is with the tech. So again, doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, doom, tech, tech, doom, tech. Okay, so that is a great one to do with a Maqsoum rhythm. Definitely used all the time by pretty much every dancer. Other different steps to do with the medium speed, remember this is the medium speed Maqsoum, would be anything that is like a step touch and a variation of a step touch. So I'm just going to go through a few. We have, first of all, the basic one, step touch. This is actually the folklore one, right? Egyptian folklore. So this one works great. Step, touch, step, touch, touching forward. Another one I like to do is cross and then a little bump out to the side. This is also a touch, so my weight stays on the first leg. Cross, touch, cross, touch. Depending how much time you have, you might even not do a bump. You might just do a touch. You can also go to the back, cross. So yeah, you can do just a touch, or you can do a little hip bump, add some arms, add looking. This is a great one to do. Step, touch, cross, touch. And finally, a extra fancy one you can do would be a step, touch with a little bump. So this is actually similar. Touch, and then we're going to add in a little half turn. Step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. So that one's really fun to do. That's a great one to do with the medium speed Maqsoum. Okay, so there are, like I said, with Maqsoum, it's so versatile, you can do almost anything with it. These are just some very basic ones, but there are definitely many more. Let's move on though and talk about the faster Maqsoum. So with the faster Maqsoum, I am almost always going to be doing traveling movements. And what I think works really well for this, usually also in relevé, it's easier to go fast when you're in relevé and it looks more exciting. And for the feet, generally variations of either stepping and crossing back, traveling to the side, here, and going the other way, stepping, crossing back, or a grapevine, in which case we're switching the cross between back and front. So we would do step, cross, back, step, cross, front, step, cross, back, and you can end up going really fast with this. And going the other way, step back, step front, right? So there's that. But what I almost always am going to do is add little accents on top. So this is where your layering comes in. And there's so many different things you can do. I'm just going to give you a few ideas. Very basic one I like to do would be little hip drops. This is almost going to be like suherzeki with the grapevine though. So step, cross, and doing little hip drops every time I do this. And of course, this is going to be a bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is really fun to do. As you can see, it looks really cool. I think it looks cool. Other things, you could do chest or stomach isolations, little hits. So like you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Other way, 1, 2. So here I'm just doing it every 2 steps. Otherwise it would be kind of too much. You can also do that with the stomach. Out, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, out, in, out, in, out, out, in, out. For example, and one final variation, this one I would do only with the crossing back, so not with the grapevine. That I like to do would be a little pelvic tuck. So it's a pelvic tuck with a bit of an accent here as I'm stepping to the back. 1, 2, and traveling to the side. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so those are just some ideas. As always, these are guidelines. They are not rules. You can do, in the end, you can do whatever you want, but this is just some tools to get you thinking about what are good ways to dance to a Maqsoum rhythm. How can we translate the feeling of that easily into music? So yeah, there's that evenness, which is very important, the speed. So we are going to put on some rhythms and try those out. We'll start with the medium speed. So just to remind you, there we did some drop kicks. Here we did step touch. Here just a basic version, or crossing either to the back or to the front. And then we did the fancy little half turn step touch there. And then we'll go on with the fast Maqsoum. And there we're just going to try, again, our little grapevines with the hip drops. And then we can do some chest isolations, and then some stomach isolations. And then we get into our pelvic tuck, hitting as we step back. Okay, so let's put on some Maqsoum rhythms and try all those out. So that was the Maqsoum Rhythm and various steps that you can do to it at different speeds. I really hope that this video was helpful for you. If it was, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Share with anyone who might be interested. Thank you so much for watching and happy practicing.